pizza time.
Woohoo! Welcome to Super Pixels Weekly, a podcast recorded exclusively in Discord, which is actually not true anymore. It's talked about in Discord and then recorded on the side because we got rid of Craig. We are your co-hosts. I'm Donovan.
I'm William.
And I have not played Miles Morales yet, but I'm going to because, actually, fuck the TV mount. I'll tell you what happened. I got an HDMI splitter, so what I'm going to do is next to me, Twitch chat, there's a bookcase with all the consoles in the house, including like a 360, so there's that, right? And hook it all up to the monitor. Boom, boom. Stream some stuff. It's gonna be great. We also
sounds like a whole lot of bullshit to me.
Yeah. All right. Well, probably, but it is a sad day, though, guys, gals, non-binary pals. We are not joined by Craig, and we probably never will be again. We have also been on hiatus for like 3 weeks, so that's our bad. Super Pixels,
probably 4 at this point.
Yeah, Super Pixels Monthly. That's what it is.
I know.
So please join us in a moment of silence for his loss. All right, now that's over. We have switched exclusively to OBS. You know where to find us. We're available on all major streaming platforms. Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, the stupid robot over here on my desk, Amazon Music. You'll find us. I didn't put it on Pandora yet because I forgot.
God damn it.
Yeah, I know. How are we going to get to those dads mowing their lawns?
For real.
Just search Super Pixels Weekly in Google, though. If you can't find us on any of those, we are the top result. We hold that name. Bam. We are also inadvertently sponsored by Instant Gaming through my Twitch. Sweet codes on sweet deals. There's a lot of new games coming out. We're rolling around in the holiday season, so please utilize that link. We get a little bit of kickback. Not super much, so I'm not selling you that. Use it at your own discretion, right? Also, we are, and I'm repping it on the stream right here, we are sponsored through... We're not sponsored, but we're affiliated with Extra Life through my Twitch. And if you don't know what it is, it's a charity that partners with the Children's Miracle Network. It provides something that we take for granted every single day. It's the same thing I say every podcast. Video games, right? So kids that are on extended stays in hospitals for things, namely cancer and such. Hashtag fuck cancer. Put that in the hashtags. Damn, I fucked up. But anyway, it brings video games and sponsors those hospitals and helps those kids out, right? So if you ever wanted to donate to the Twitch or donate to the channel, or if you cut me a check for whatever reason and it's a big comical one, like, you know, you come to my door with a big cardboard check, you should make it out to Extra Life. And the links for that are in the description. Donate to that charity. We got a stream team for it. If you're on Twitch, right below me, this little link. And we actually made a lot of money for it not too long ago, about 4 weeks ago. We had a $1,000 goal, and we're up to $260. Now, granted, we've been off and on with it, so it's not a big deal. But I'm going to shut up now. We're going to talk about cool video games. But, yeah, donate to them. Help those kids out. Kids can't wait, right? You can also email us at superpixelsweekly@gmail.com. Damn it, I swear to God, I'm long-winded every episode.
We need to cut the intro down for real.
Oh, straight up, 100%. We're doing it live. We did get an email, though, from Wooly, who's actually hanging out in the chat. I like how you asked me, Wooly. You're like, "Oh, you get any emails?" Like as if you knew that I was going to read this. Like, well, which like a mom on Christmas. A mom on Christmas. Like, what'd Santa bring you? Like, yep, it was an email. Finally, that inbox was hurting. So, do you think that there's a Marvel Spider-Man PS4 game in development for? What do you mean? I'll continue. My bad. If so, when do you think it'll be released? 23 or 2025? Do you mean like a sequel to the Spider-Man from, was it 2019? Was that when it came out? 2018? I don't know.
Okay. I'm dropping out like a son of a bitch. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. What do you think?
Going in and out on my end, so I dropped out and came back in. I hope it is fixed.
It is.
So, what were you? You read the email?
Yeah. So Willie asked about a Marvel Spider-Man game in development for 2023-2025, like a sequel to the 2018 Peter Parker story.
Yeah, 100% that's happening.
No, yeah.
Absolutely.
Confirmed. William's confirming it right now.
yeah, with the first Spider-Man game, I mean, it left on a cliffhanger. I'm not going to spoil anything, but
Yeah, right.
that happened, and then also Miles Morales definitely left the story open. So I think the next game is going to be them two joining together. Um, and I think you're going to be able to switch between them simultaneously, which I think would be fucking awesome. But
Like the Avengers, kind of.
yeah, kinda. I mean, or like think about like GTA,
Yeah.
like GTA 5, where
How
you
you
have
just hold the
3 different
D-pad
characters.
and you wake up in the middle of Blaine County somewhere in your underwear.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think you're gonna be Miles and Peter at the same time, and
ooh.
yeah, I think it's gonna be great.
So
I'm not
then,
gonna say any like story stuff, but
well, no, yeah, I don't spoil Miles for me, which you wouldn't,
of
but
course,
and I'm
of
not
course
going to
not.
spoil 2018 if anybody listens and they haven't played it.
Yeah.
Well, then does that mean that, for speculation purposes, I guess, because we didn't see the Sinister Six in the 2018 game, right? It was like just every single villain doing their thing, and they
Mhm.
have. Well, no, maybe I don't know, but do you think that would be the focus then? Is like maybe both Spider-Men? Is that's a weird way to say that?
Mhm.
Both of their, I guess, rogues gallery teaming up, so like it's a Sinister 12. I don't know, the bad guys from Miles Morales and the bad guys from Spider-Man 2018, kind of having like a beat down on the Spideys. That'd be I would dig
Yeah,
that.
maybe. I don't know. Honestly, they could go whatever direction they wanted to.
To the same tune of the Avengers game, but done better, if that makes
Mm.
sense. Because I know I'm gonna eat my words because I have to talk about that. I don't know if you scroll down in the doc, but I have some explaining to do about that. But anyway, yeah. So news, we fell off the wagon. I hope that answered your question, Wooly. By the way, oh, we
I don't
didn't.
know what year though.
Yeah, year. I'd say
20.
2024.
Oh, I would say 2023.
Well,
I'm gonna say
actually,
23.
yeah, I'm gonna change my answer. I think 2023 makes a lot more sense because I definitely, I guarantee you, like they did with what was it, Far From Home? They like rode the coattails in 2018 of the movie. Now, they're not affiliated, but obviously people see
Yeah.
Spider-Man, they're like, oh, Spider-Man, bring me pictures. So I think that with this year's with fucking No Way Home, like the new Spider-Man movie coming out, and how the MCU is moving into Phase 4, they're gonna do some crazy shit. Like they're gonna definitely bounce off of that. Like, and that shit is people are going bonkers for the new Spider-Man trailer. By the way,
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I felt like a child again.
It looks amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah, and just with all the speculation of like Maguire and Andrew Garfield coming back for like a live action Spider-Verse type deal, like
Mm-mm.
I'm down with it.
Same. But yeah, I think next year is gonna be God of War Ragnarok, and then the year after that is gonna be Spider-Man.
It's not a bad speculation. Anyway, no. So you want to just do some explaining since we've been kind of like, I don't know, absent from the internet for 100 years.
Well, on my end, there's a lot of personal family stuff
Well,
that's
yeah.
been
I
going
mean,
on.
we're not going into super
Yeah,
detail.
no,
But
I'm not gonna go into detail about it, but like that's just been me on, and also, my work gets really busy in the summer, and it's been kicking my ass. So
I feel you. I feel you.
yeah,
I
just real
felt
life
that.
boring bullshit, really.
I felt that today, and I apologize if I look washed out. As if anybody watches the Twitch stream to look at me. I did I was playing Farm Simulator in my yard today, and like, I swear to God, I'm allergic to something on my yard that I cut. So like, I get like super blotchy all
Oh,
day.
really?
Yeah, like, I mean, I wear like a mask and everything up, like a neck gaiter to cover, so because like weed whacking or whatever, like shit hits my face. But like, I'm all like red down my face and my neck from getting schwacked by weeds. I
Nice.
also worked on my garden because I'm such a farmer now. I have tomatoes and cucumbers to take care of,
I love
along with
that.
a 5-year-old. So that
I
was
love
fun.
that. That's great.
Just make my own pickles.
You should grow watermelons.
I was thinking about next year, like adding to it and growing. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're talking like old people, growing like pumpkins or like watermelon or something.
Dude, that'd be so sick.
No, I like today we had Here we go again, talking like old people. Today we have lettuce too, and we actually made like salads with our own lettuce, and it was really
Fuck
weird
yeah.
to just eat stuff that we grew. I don't know.
Dude, stick it to the man, dude.
Nah,
Make
fuck
your
it.
own food.
Living off the grid.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, I want to be back on a weekly basis. We'll see
dude,
what happens.
yeah,
We
me too.
really, we really fucked ourselves by putting weekly in the name of the
Honestly, we honestly did.
podcast.
I hope
I don't know.
that plays on the audio file, Wooly. Thank you for that.
But really, at the end of the day, I mean, we'll upload an episode when we can. Honestly.
No, it's yeah, like I mean, we do it because we like it and it's fun, but at the same time, yeah, like we not using like real life as an excuse, but like shit pops up. Like obviously, we didn't want to be absent from making content, as Bo Burnhamish as that sounds. We want to
No, totally not.
be daddies and feed you your favorite open wide. But
Ew.
yeah, what have you not seen Bo Burnham like Inside by Bo Burnham?
Oh no, I have
No.
not.
What the
I
fuck?
didn't know that. Was that a joke for that?
It's yeah, like the first line of like one of the songs is like "Daddy made you
No.
your favorite open wide" like content.
I haven't watched that at all. I
Oh.
know it's the cool thing with the TikTok kids, but
The TikTok kids. Hey, we're on TikTok. Or I'm on TikTok. I'm super cool.
I'm definitely not on TikTok. But you know what's so crazy is I remember watching Bo Burnham when I was in like
Eighth grade. Yeah, dude.
and now everyone's like, "Yeah, Bo Burnham." I'm
Yeah,
like,
you
dude,
heard of Bo Burnham? I was like, shut up. You don't know anything
I'm
about Bo Burnham.
I feel like the most hipster person ever. I'm like, I knew him before he was cool.
I used to get made fun of for listening to Bo Burnham. I was actually
He
waiting.
deserves it, though.
He does, 100%. He's a fucking genius. I was waiting for that, Wooly. No, this is actually chai tea, but I didn't have anything to put it in, so I put it in a mason jar. It looks like I'm drinking mud, so that's cool.
That's good. Straight from the garden.
Yeah, I make my own lettuce and my own drinks. But yeah, so news has been like dry, / we haven't kept up with it, which is kind of why we're explaining.
There's been a lot of like notable stuff over the past few weeks, but it's just like a lot, and I'm just like, let's just start fresh from here with no news and just hang out, and then next week
Yeah,
we can-
that's.
we can pay attention to the news.
I mean, that's kind of where we're at. Just because. That's where we're at. That's the way that was such a good explanation.
But to comment on the news, the gaming news that's been happening over the past few weeks, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the Activision lawsuit and everything.
Oh yes, I have.
But I just want to say straight up, fuck Activision and fuck the people that were a part of all that shit. You're
Yeah.
disgusting,
That's
and
yeah.
I
You're
can't stand them.
a cesspool of individuals. Honestly,
Absolutely disgusting. And fuck World of Warcraft too.
see, that's fucked because I used to play World of Warcraft and I was like, yeah. And I'm not going to say that I contributed to that culture because I was just like, I'm playing it because I like playing MMOs.
No, you're not on the team. It's the development team.
Well,
that
no,
was
well,
fucked.
there is like a big thing with like how shitty like some WoW players are to
Oh, I'm
like
sure.
to that attributing to that whole subculture and the gaming thing of like, oh, you're a girl and you play video games, ugh, like, you know, like
Yeah.
that's honestly where that started. I want to say, but like,
Yeah.
I just fucking played World of Warcraft to something to do, like to play a game that was mind numbing and could never be beaten. But it
course,
turns out
no.
they're a bunch of fucking rapers, so fuck them.
Yeah.
Like-
No, I don't blame you for playing
No,
the game.
I'm not
dude.
saying you're like
Fucking no.
Donovan, you're a piece of shit. How dare you?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I use like Warcraft to like get away, and then you've tainted this image. It's the same thing with like Overwatch and how they're renaming McCree. This is saying it's rolled into the same story, but they're renaming McCree because of the fact that one of the devs was named Jesse McCree. So
Yeah.
like they're just detaching themselves.
one of the like shittiest guys.
Yeah, one of the
Like,
dudes that was like fucking King Tortoise of the goddamn. I don't even. I'm losing an analogy here, but you get it. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to comment on that.
Which sucks because of we just. So I guess then speculation. Where do we stand at that point? Like obviously fuck the company, but like, does that make people shitty if they want to continue playing the games that obviously like one bad apple spoils the bunch type deal?
I mean, that's what's weird about it is like I think you just really have to come to your own moral conclusion about it. Like
Yeah, like
if you want to still play this game. It's like not. A lot of the people were higher up people at Activision,
yeah, like
or
people who work on these games never even saw the situation or like thought
exactly
to.
like the Overwatch team had nothing to do with this shit, and the people that are making the new Call of Duty Vanguard, they don't have anything to do with it. But
Yeah,
like
could you imagine just being some dev that's like, oh my god, fuck yeah, I've always wanted to work for Activision to work on Call of Duty, and they're like, holy shit, they're a bunch of rapists. What did
exactly,
I get myself into?
exactly, and those individual devs, they're going on the internet and they're like, hey, like
This
we're
isn't
happy to
us,
show you.
bro. Like,
We're like, they're
fuck
like,
you.
we're happy to show you the new Call of Duty. We're so proud of the work we did, but also we agree with you. Fuck Activision. Like, they're standing up against those people too. So I don't know. But at the end of the day, when you buy those games, you are supporting Activision. So
Yeah. Hey,
weird,
thanks for the follow, Trix. That's cool. Bam Bam. I don't know who that
weird,
is. I feel
weird
like that's
situation.
somebody I know. But no, yeah, it's 100%
It's
a
me.
weird situation. It's you. You made another Twitch account uh,
Yeah,
to throw me off my rhythm when I'm talking. No, but yeah, it is. It's a super weird situation because you do have to, like you said, you have to draw your moral conclusions, or like your line. Like, where do you draw the line? Like, everyone has to decide that for themselves, because
exactly.
yes, I mean, you could contribute it to like the same thing, um, as like, not to keep it in Pennsylvania, but like as weird as it went back to like the Penn State scandal. You remember that shit like a long time ago, like the Sandusky stuff.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Like people like obviously like the football thing. Like it was like, oh, I love football, like small town football stuff, but like he was diddling kids, man. And then people like, where do you see yourself at with that? Where you're not saying something, but like, are you a bad guy at that point for not saying something? Like, I'm assuming people did say things, but then it really
Yeah,
like it goes to that whole. This is really political. It goes to like that whole corporate elite stuff where like I told the right people, but they never did anything. Comparing that to
yeah,
Activision, do I still play Call of Duty? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's a weird situation.
exactly. It's super weird, and I mean, I've been going back and forth with myself about Ubisoft too, but that's a whole
Yeah,
other
that's
situation.
yeah.
But again, that's just higher up
It's
people. It's not
corporate.
these.
Yeah, it's corporate leadership for these companies,
Yeah.
not the dudes, I guess, or guys, gals, non-binary, the people in the
Yeah.
trenches making the games.
Except for the World of Warcraft team.
No, yeah, the WoW team's a fucking bunch of hot. There's a dumpster fire. Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So we've been boogieing for about 20 minutes, so that's cool. Thanks, Activision, for filling the podcast up. Um, That
Yep.
was a good news story. Do you want to just talk about what we've been playing for the past month since we've been absent from the internet forever? Oh, hey, what
Yeah.
up, Wriggleman?
So what I want to do is just like, because I know we both have multiple games we want to talk about, so just
Yeah.
go back and forth. So I'll do one, and then we talk about one. And we just
Okay, yeah,
kinda hang out.
we'll play talk tennis.
Yeah.
I'm sorry also for the doc. I was trying to put one of the games I was playing into words, so I ended up just like copying the whole description from Steam, and I was going to edit it, and I never did.
Yeah.
So it's like
I
a
was
fucking paragraph.
like, is this the fucking Wikipedia for the game?
So it actually is, yeah. But no, go ahead. But we'll talk about what we've been playing because we'll be back on our shit next week for real, for real.
Well, I want to start off with my most fresh and recent game.
Okay, yeah.
I want to talk about Riders Republic. Finally,
Yeah, I
talk
saw
about it on the
saw
podcast.
those compilations. Yeah, because you had to sign like legal documents where you weren't allowed to talk about it, right?
Yeah, so a few months ago, I played the alpha of Riders Republic, and I couldn't talk about it at all. I couldn't say anything. And now the closed beta started about a week ago, and I got into that, and I was like, fuck, I still can't talk about this. But then they opened it up to everyone, so like
Oh,
NDAs are out of the window.
oh, thank
We're
God. I could finally
Yeah.
talk about it.
good. When I first played it in alpha, I didn't really like it, to be honest.
As one usually does with an alpha game, because fuck,
Yeah.
are they hard to fucking look at. Like,
I was trying, because it did look rough, and I was
Yeah.
trying to separate that from the actual game, but like also just the controls and everything felt just like clunky, and
yeah.
I just wasn't feeling it. The dialogue in the game and the characters are just awful, and I mean that's still the case, but That's fine. I can look past that. I'm not there for the story, anyways. But
Fuck the story. I want to ride this bike down a hill.
exactly. But yeah, I'm playing the beta and playing it all week. It ends tomorrow in the morning, so.
I didn't even touch it, which sucks because you sent me a closed beta code, and I'm a piece of shit.
No, you're good. I had a few of them, so I was like, well, I might as well send you one. I figured you wouldn't play it anyways. I know it's not really like your type of game.
I'd play it. I just never moved my shit down to the office,
Yeah.
so and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then you were like, oh, it closes tomorrow. I was like, fuck.
Well, they opened it, so
Well,
you
no,
could
yeah,
play
I
it on PC.
do whatever, yeah.
But yeah, I love it, dude. And when I first played it, I didn't really like the bikes too much, but I really liked snowboarding, of course. So I was just snowboarding a lot, and then it like switched. Like I'm obsessed with biking now, and just like since
BMX,
it's the beta,
bro.
yeah, since it's the beta, like your progression and everything you unlock doesn't matter. So I'm like not trying to go through all these like races and
Yeah,
stuff.
like why
'Cause
do the time trials if you're not gonna retain the or whatever it is?
Exactly. It's all gonna reset when I buy the game anyways, so it doesn't matter. So I've honestly just been like free roaming, and they opened the whole map up in the beta too, which is crazy to me.
So you got a sneak peek basically of, well, I guess not really a sneak peek, it was open, but you did kind of, but everything that it has to offer as far as like worldwide
Yeah,
map.
and the map is huge, dude. It's really big.
Is it like
And I've just been
size comparison to what? GTA
I
5.
don't know. Probably. I mean, yeah, I guess it might. No, it's probably bigger than GTA 5. Definitely. Probably maybe more like Red Dead 2.
That's a big ass map.
Yeah, no, it's really big. It's pretty big. But yeah, I just been finding like random trails and just biking down them and shit, and just flowing through the map, just having a good time. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just riding around. And I've been recording them and like uploading them to YouTube. I have one that I uploaded 2 days ago, and it's at 60 views now. So that's big views for your boy.
Big boy views. Oh man.
Yeah, and I played with X the other night, Low Mesa, the only guest we've ever had on the podcast.
Which we should probably get back on, but yeah, no, we should actually get X back. Just make X like a regular. Like that was a good episode.
But we were playing together, and so much funny shit and like crazy bugs happened. So I clipped a couple of them and put them into a video and uploaded that.
I know. I'm subscribed, baby. I get those notifications. It's like 3 a.m. Yeah. It was like, new upload. I was like, what? Huh?
So yeah, if anyone wants to check out what I've been doing on Riders Republic, just go to my YouTube, World's Okayest Gamer. Check them out. Leave likes and stuff. I got a few more that are going to be uploaded.
It costs absolutely nothing, and you're supporting a side project, so do it. There's no reason not to. Also, the links for everything that we do, I forgot to say in the intro, are in the description. So, boom, there it is.
Yeah.
Someone in the Twitch chat's going to be like, can I get a link? I'm like, bro, I'm doing something right now. Come on.
Yeah, and if you're interested in anything Riders Republic related, like, oh, I wonder what is this game like, go to my YouTube and check out some of the videos. I got some snowboarding gameplay, some biking and stuff. Check it out.
There Very it is. Fun. Bam.
And it ends tomorrow, and I'm sad, and that's it.
So, that is sad. When does it release?
I think it releases in October, like right around when Battlefield releases.
Jesus. Well,
yeah. So I don't know when I'm ever gonna get it.
You're not gonna play that again for a while.
No.
So, all right, I have some explaining to do, and if anybody that's here, including you, obviously, everybody in the chat, I have shit profusely on that's it. That's the story. I have shit so much on the Avengers game. All right.
Oh my god.
No, so all right, listen. I still retain the fact that I shit on it.
Where's Spider-Man?
Well, yeah. Where's Spider-Man? But I beat the campaign. So that's another thing too. I beat the campaign for it. I got it on sale. It was like $15.
Dang, you beat the game?
Yeah, I beat the main campaign in like 2 days or 3 days. I was like, okay.
Nice.
I was like, okay, that's fucking dumb because I expected it to be one of those things, but it is. It's like a Destiny, looter shooter type deal.
Yeah, yeah.
And yes, you are right, Will. All you need is Thor, because that's all I did was play as Thor, because you can fly. But I liked the story, and that's really, as a comic book fan, that's one of the main redeeming things. Is it was kind of like the cool, comparing it, not obviously not the same as 2018 Spider-Man, but it had the same feel where it was like, okay, it's actually a game focused on this specific, or like, well, not a comic, but like, here are the characters, we're going to take them, we're going to put them in this situation, go ahead, go play. And I didn't give it a chance when I played it on console for like 20 minutes. I was like, this is fucking garbage. And I guess rethinking it, I was like, okay, whatever, I'll play through it and just I'll play it for like an hour, 2 hours, because, it was like $10. DLCs are free now, so that's cool. And I haven't played the Black Panther stuff, but I'm actually super excited to do that. But I like the story. That's the only thing I'm going to say. I'm going to continue to shit on the fact that the game took forever to update, so people are still like waiting for content. It just recently updated with the Black Panther stuff, but the one redeeming quality is the story. I enjoyed that MODOK finally got some form of representation as a Marvel villain in a video game. That's really it. That's all I have to say about the game. It was fucking good for the story, gameplay, mechanics. The fact that it's a looter shooter making you replay the same missions to get loot, I don't really dig those anymore.
Nah, I hate that shit.
Like, I dug it for a little bit when we played the Division and shit, but there's only so much I can take for a looter shooter. Like, that's why I stopped playing Destiny. I was like, this is the same fucking game over and over again. Just looking for an orange helmet instead of a blue helmet. I can't dig that. And I think that's why I stopped doing it recently, is because back to the WoW thing, like, that was all that WoW was a time player, or like a timekeeper, to just suck yourself into and be like, oh, I gotta grind for this next helmet. I gotta grind for this, and I can't do that when you're taking something that I like comic book heroes, or like superheroes, like video games in general, and or like, not video games in general, but taking a source material like the Avengers and cramming it into oh, look, you got a new belt for fucking Black Widow. How cool is that? I'm like, I don't fucking care. Give me more story content. But
exactly.
Yeah, I played that. It took me like 9 hours total to get bored of it, which I guess that's fair for $10. And that was a story. And that was me being like my weird obsessive self, where I'm like, oh, I gotta find every chest in each mission, gotta go blah blah blah. Like, so it's a game if you have a bunch of friends that like it to play together, do that. But yeah.
You cut out a little bit when I was listening. Did you play the Black Panther stuff at all yet?
No, I haven't done that yet, and it just updated recently. So I need to just update it, because I think that's actually sitting in my Steam library waiting an update. But I was gonna kind of wait for it because I don't know, I'm bored of it. As weird as it sounds, like I bitched and bitched and bitched about extra content, and they're like, "Here you go, man." And I'm like, "Now I don't want it."
I heard the War of Wakanda thing's like 10 more hours of story. So that's
it's sick. A whole ass new story, which is cool, because they updated it with the Black Panther stuff. There was like the Hawkeye DLC that was free. Like, all the DLCs are free, but yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to get sucked into it again, because I don't know, it's not my thing anymore.
I feel you. It was a phase.
I picked it up and I was like, yeah, and then I put it down. I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, you'll probably get the itch one day.
Yeah, like 3 months from now, I'm like, oh shit, Spider-Man will finally be in the game.
Yeah. So for me, I played the Vanguard beta.
Yeah.
And
how was that?
it came out Friday, Thursday, something like that. I played like 2 matches and I was like, I'm good. Like, this is not it.
Same thing.
It's so they use the Modern Warfare engine, and it just feels it is Modern Warfare, just World War II, and I'm just like, I don't care to even play World War II right now at all. So I was just like, the game mode they have is pretty cool. It's like this gauntlet thing, like It's many teams it is. It's like 5 or 6 teams of 2, and
Okay, that's weird, but all right.
everyone goes like head to head to head to head to head. Like everyone is versing each other for time limits, and you have a certain amount of lives,
Okay.
and your lives carry on to the next match, and whatever team lasts the longest wins. And like throughout the games, you can upgrade your weapons, buy new weapons, buy perks and stuff. So like
Okay, well, that's
it's
refreshing, I guess. But
no, it is. It's a fun concept. It's a fun game mode, but it's just like not what
it's
I'm looking for at all.
it's Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm running around. Oh, how many times have I had the STG and just like
Yeah.
I'm just over it.
So that's like the shitty thing about, because we like bitched and bitched and bitched. What, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, when we were like, just go back to World War II, motherfuckers,
Yes,
like you guys did,
exactly.
or go back to Modern
World
Warfare.
War II. Yeah.
And then we got it, and we are like, oh, all right. Like I loved World War II. Like I thought it was a good game.
Me too. Yeah.
And then now I'm like, okay, you don't have to do it again because you've clearly proven that Modern Warfare is the superior concept. Everyone fucking loves Modern Warfare. Stay away from these fucking battle royales because you guys continue to keep up. Like, that's why I don't play Call of Duty now, because every time I install it, it's like, oh, 600 gig update, and it's fucking Warzone. Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Absolutely.
I played Warzone for a little bit. I had fun time with it, and then you start adding all this crazy shit, and it's free to play too, so you know it's a fucking like Chad fest, or it's like dudes hacking. Like, just make a game. Give me product to consume that's not a free to play battle royale, and I'll be all right with it. But
right.
I don't know.
Yeah. No. I definitely I uninstalled it already. I was like, I'm fine.
I'm good, man.
Yeah. So that's really it on that. Honestly, I was just like, whatever. I'm not getting that game for sure. There's no way I'm buying that.
No, yeah, I don't think
that
I will
comes
either.
out. That comes out like 2 weeks after Battlefield. So
Oh, you mean when I finally come out of the basement after playing Battlefield for 2 fucking weeks? Like, get out of here.
if anything is coming out around Battlefield 2042, I am guaranteed not playing it. Like, it's not happening.
Oh yeah, so a buddy of mine that's in the Twitch chat said the same thing. He was just like, it feels exactly the same way. He was into it for a while, and then ended up just throwing it away. Like, I'm done with Warzone. I'm sick of it. Which I think everybody should be like that, because, like, unless you have like a team of people that you play with regularly, which is cool. If that's the only way you guys hang out and play video games, I got it. Because it's free to play, it's easy to get, provided you have 9 terabytes of fucking storage.
Yeah, I've been over Battle Royale for like 5 years now. Like,
yeah, dude. Like I thought that Warzone was going to be refreshing when
Me too.
like it came. I was like, okay, cool, a Call of Duty style battle royale. I'm sick of PUBG, fuck Fortnite, all that stuff. Like, I hate it. Boom, we'll go back to normal. Because that was like a weird. It unlocked like a. I'm sorry for waving at the camera. There was a little fly. I don't know where it came from. But like it unlocked a weird primal urge in everybody. I think to be like, me strong man, me single only surviving person. Like, whatever. That's cool, but just go back to making fucking Modern Warfare. Make another one. Continue the story. Holy fuck, we've been waiting for it.
For real. The pacing of Battle Royale, it's just like 20 minutes of me like running around
and then dying. Like, yeah.
And then I die. Like,
there's like, no like
cares?
I like fast games, like roguelike stuff, like Binding of Isaac, or like Streets of Rogue, or like roguelike dungeon games where, like, okay, this will be a thing where I can play for quick whatever, and then when I die it's refreshed and reset, so it's not like I'm missing anything. So I get that appeal, but like I don't know. And it's like an undertaking too with battle royales, because you have to like consume this entirely new meta and be like, oh bro, don't go to warehouses, that's fucked up, like that's where people drop. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like me being a dumb
towers.
Yeah, me being stupid and be like, oh, this looks like a cool place, and like, oh, you died because you went to the like hottest drop zone, and we're like, dude, I don't fucking know that. Like, you expect me to sit here and learn the maps? Like, that's the one thing that I do with Tarkov that I actually kind of enjoy, though, because there's some tactical aspect to it. Like, okay, I got to cut right here, and then like I'll be in a line of fire or whatever. Like, that's really it for me. But like, you being able to fucking sprint slide downstairs and like knife me across, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
All because I didn't know that Factory was the hottest drop zone? Like, fuck you, man. Like, I don't want to do that. It's not fun.
But yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna play Vanguard.
Yeah, bottom line, I don't. I might. So that's my whole thing about with Call of Duties though, is coming back to it, is like I enjoy story games. Like I enjoy games with stories.
Mm-hmm.
So Modern Warfare, I bought Modern Warfare strictly for, I was like, there's Daddy Captain Price. Let me see him. Boom, there he is. And then I was like, oh, multiplayer. I'll go back to Search and Destroy. And then that was like, it unlocked a weird nostalgia memory of just playing Search and Destroy, like with you when we were like fucking 14, you know, like that's what I wanted. And they gave it to me, and I was like, cool, I want more of that. And they're like, Battle Royale? I'm like, no, that's not what I asked for. They're like, okay, he wanted a Battle Royale. I'm like, no, guys. And then I just ended up removing the game from my like Activision library or Blizzard library because, you know, it was 600 fucking gigs of random loot. Like, but
I do love me some Search and Destroy though.
I would go back to it in a heartbeat if I didn't have to like install Warzone. If I could just, I mean, they changed it. I know we covered it like I don't know, a year ago at this point.
Install it separately now.
But now it's a matter of principle. Like, fuck you. One, two, fuck you, Activision.
Too late.
Like, yeah, you had your chance. You shot your shot. Yes, COD did start selling titles instead of immersive gameplay, which they went back to immersive gameplay with Modern Warfare, and they should have fucking stuck with it. They threw it at the wall, and it stuck, and everyone loved it. But, god damn it.
Modern Warfare was just like a random golden nugget in just this pile of shit that's been Call of Duty in the past years. Like
the random diamond in the wall of coal.
Yeah, for real.
Speaking of, I started playing Minecraft again.
Ooh.
What a fucking hole to go down. So, and I'm blaming me, an adult man, blaming my 5-year-old child for this. So my daughter had this weird, like, obsession. All of a sudden, she was like, Dad, you know what Minecraft is? And I was like, oh, what did you say? Like, and I sent you that video. Yeah, dude, it's straight up. I was like, sit the fuck down. Let me tell you a story, kid.
You don't even know.
Yeah, so then I started playing, and we were, like, playing Minecraft together, where, like, I'd be like, what do you want to build? Blah, blah, blah. And, like, I would build stuff. And then I would find myself getting sucked into it, and she was like, all right. And, like, I would be like, okay, cool, time for bed. But then I would leave Minecraft running and, like, go upstairs, put my daughter to bed real quick, and then come back down and be like, all right, boom, what am I doing? And then I didn't think about it at that time, though, but I've been playing it recently. I forgot that I'm playing on a PC, so then I decided to start modding the shit out of it, and that is a fucking goldmine. Because, one, the biggest thing I did with this particular shit is the shaders. Those fucking DSL shaders for Minecraft, where it's like it makes water realistic and it makes everything like there's like god rays and shit, and it doesn't tax any machine at all because it's fucking Minecraft. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. Everything I needed. Ray tracing on. So that's cool. But then I've been running this mod called Rad, or like Roguelike Adventures and Dungeons, where it's like there's an entire like quest line. Like it's a big thing. There's like different dimensions besides like the Nether. There's like a heavens dimension. There's like an enchanted fort. I don't know, but like it's got this whole different like UI layout that has like skill trees and shit. And I was like, bro, where the fuck was this at like 10 years ago? This is exactly what I wanted. Because you have like little prefab buildings. You build your little starter house real quick, and boom, and you live there, do your thing. And you just go out and literally play Minecraft, but with a small goal of like finishing the skill tree. And I found myself getting so sucked into it that like on a night I had to go to work in the morning, I was like, I looked down and be like, oh my god, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, which
dude, that's awesome.
Is our biggest flaw, I think, with Minecraft. Like you and I know there'd be nights, or even like Wooly and I played Minecraft for a little while when we were in Korea. We got back into it because we both had it on PlayStation. We ended up trying to do this undertaking of like rebuilding or making Gondor, or Minas Tirith, I'm sorry, from Lord of the Rings in it, which was fucking terrible. Like he took it a lot farther than I did, because I was like, bro, I can't do this anymore. But no, I know you and I have sucked many hours into Minecraft.
Yeah, even me and Crystal will do that, because we both love Minecraft, and we'll sit there for like 6 hours straight, and we'll be like, how long have we been playing? Like, what time is it right now? Like you get so immersed for some reason,
I gotta go to
and
work.
it's so much like brain work too. You're so tired when you're done with
You
that
gotta
game.
you gotta do like math on the fly. Like, okay, 16 by 4 by 416. Okay, cool. 7 blocks high. Bam. You know what it is?
So
It's
good.
that soundtrack. It's that fucking piano music that just like I don't
Yeah,
know.
the music's
Minecraft is
great.
calming. I think to me, like it's
Oh,
what
for sure.
it's what WoW needed to be for me as a kid.
Minecraft is so relaxing and like therapeutic. It's just
I mean,
great.
yeah, if you have torches up, I guess. So, like, if not, then
Well, yeah, if
shit
you're
gets
not like
blown up.
doing some extreme shit in the mines or something.
Yeah,
But if you're just building, dude, you're
you're
chilling.
just vibing. Get
Yeah,
my little crops. Was like, oh man, I gotta put a torch in here for my cows.
I love Minecraft. I will always love
I
Minecraft.
I will I will carry Minecraft to my grave. Hello, cat. Would you like to be on the stream? No. All right, back upstairs you go. Uh, so that's my story on Minecraft and how my daughter uh, sucked me back into a world I thought I left behind.
That's awesome. Is it me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So where am I at? Let me Explicate. Holy shit! This is the main game I've been playing since we've been gone.
Spooky.
Yes. Holy shit! I love this game. It is so incredible. Have you played it or seen it or anything?
So it's Halo with portal guns, right?
Yes, it's
That's kind of a
Halo
big thing.
with Portal. It's like the greatest knockoff of Halo. Like it is Halo to a T without being Halo. Like it's so good. It's great for a PlayStation player like me. It's man, I love it. It's so fun and the portal stuff really adds like this insane element to the game. Like you can shoot a portal across the map and then shoot one right in front of you and you can just shoot people across the map through your portal. Like it's insane.
Great value. Halo had a
Yeah.
baby with diet portal.
Yeah. It's great, dude.
Is it free? It's free to play, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So Splitgate came out in like 2019, I thought, and everybody was the same thing with like Among Us. Everybody was like, "Oh shit, let's get into this," and it like got popular again. But
Yeah, it was on PC for a while, I
yeah,
think.
I think that's what it was.
I'm not really sure of the story, but I think they were planning on like not doing anything with the game because it wasn't really succeeding. And then I think TikTok blew it up.
It's
And
the same shit with Among Us, yeah, where nobody gave a
yeah,
fuck about it, and then TikTok again swooped in and saved the day, and it's like one of the most popular games to play. Oh, I dropped my tea
yeah,
bag in my cup.
I do know they were about to release the game in like a couple weeks, and the game's in beta, but they've indefinitely delayed the release because I think their servers have gotten so
They're
overloaded.
they're breaking because people are playing it.
Yeah. Yeah, so they need to like figure out some shit before they actually release the game. But I mean, it's free to play still on everything, and it's cross-platform. It's great. I have nothing to complain about it. It's got Oddball, like it's so good.
Yeah.
Love me some Oddball.
I'm sorry for ignoring the chat, all of you. I love all of you very much.
I hate all of you.
Wow.
I didn't mean that. I'm just kidding.
But fuck. So there's actually a game on both of our lists that we've been playing, or we played while it was live.
Gee, I guarantee you played more of it than I did, though.
Yeah, I did. Like I did. So Back for Blood, the beta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought, and this doc was obviously from when we were planning to stay on the internet 4 weeks
Yeah.
ago. I don't care. It was definitely, as you put, bussin'.
Yes, it was bussin'.
No, so it was exactly what we needed. It's still what we need. Like, I'm so glad that these dudes broke away and they're doing their thing and making basically another Left 4 Dead that we need.
Yeah, that I've been waiting for forever.
It's so fucking good. I felt when we played it, like, because it's simple gameplay. It's like, hey, you 4 idiots, go here through this linear thing, get to that end, and close the door.
And that's
That's it.
exactly what I wanted, though. Like,
That's it.
don't add any more to it. Like,
No, yeah, don't make any wild shit. I mean, even if they
No.
did Left 4 Dead 2, like where it added like what multiplayer, like zombie versus human, and that was cool. Like that's why we played a lot of it. I think a lot more of it because we had a little group that played it. Like me, RJ, our buddy Shane, and Will, because it's 4v4. And we were like wrecking kids in 4v4 as the zombies. But it's good because it's simple. It's elegant because there's tons of fucking guns, attachments, and shit. Like, and it's all randomized, whatever you pick up, whatever you find. But the main goal stays the same. It says it's 1, survive. 2, make it across this fucking obstacle course of, flipped over tractor and trailers and cars and shit. Use the levers to open new pathways or whatever. But it's the same line, and then get to that motherfucking door and close it, and then do it again, but with a different change of scenery. And I love that because it fucking teleported me back to like 2007 when we played Left 4 Dead 2 for the first time, or 2006, whenever it came out. Like, I'm like a loss for words. I loved it. It was a good game. It's going to be a good game.
I really liked it. I was having fun with it. But my biggest issue was unlike you, I don't have a group to play with. So like, it's not as fun by yourself at all, but I still was having fun, and I could see why it would be super fun with people.
No,
but I was just playing with randoms.
I mean, but like, it's a lot more fun with people because of like hearing each other, like the reaction, like, holy fuck, what is that thing? Like, no, it's good. I thought it was fucking phenomenal.
I liked it. I thought it doesn't feel as arcadey as Left 4 Dead did.
No, there's like the points things aren't there anymore. It's more like who killed this many? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Guess what? It doesn't matter. Welcome to the new level.
Yeah. No, but I enjoyed it.
I mean, so we played through the 4 sections, but the 2 campaign missions they gave you or whatever it was. I do like the tweaks that they added where there were like more in depth objectives for each thing. Like, it would be like that one port, I don't know if you did it, what was that accent? One port, that one part in the church where you had to like fortify it when you got at the end. Like, you had to pick up resources, move them to the window, put them on, and go back and forth, all while fending people off. Like,
I don't remember if I played that or not. I think I only played like one of the maps.
Oh yeah, so I think it was the second half of the game or the second half of the beta. But either way, no, but it's more in depth. Like the whole like survive for 2 minutes while the extraction comes or whatever was like, the old style Left 4 Dead was cool. But
there's just more shit to do.
It's more shit to do.
More.
While being disguised,
cool.
It's complicated disguise for a simple thing of just like, hey, don't die and make sure that you check this box.
Yeah, they add a little element to it to make it not so samey.
Yeah, my small 10-watt fuse P-brain was like, ooh, complicated, fun game, but I don't know, I liked it.
Well, hell yeah.
Well, then, do you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about? Because we're still rolling down these lists.
I've also been playing Sims 4.
My Shuno.
Yeah, me and Crystal have both been playing it.
Oh, God.
Downloaded it again, and a long time ago I bought the Seasons expansion pack and the one where you can own a restaurant and stuff, so I had those two, and then she got the one that adds vampires to your game, so there's like a bunch of shit going on
just to make memes.
And I don't know, it's just fun. It's just fun sim shit. I just play it when it's like I'm just hanging out, I'm chilling. I got my character, he's named Remy Ratatouille, and
it's good. That's good.
He runs a restaurant, of course. He's like a master chef. He is a gay man. He has a husband.
Oh, good for him.
I'm building them a house right now, and they're about to adopt a child. And we're just having a great time playing some Sims.
That's fine. That's exactly what the world needs.
Exactly. It's fantastic.
Remy Ratatouille and his husband having a small child, adopting them, and running their restaurant and feeding the world. That's what we've always wanted.
And then I'm thinking about when the daughter gets older, I'm going to make her a vampire. And then
monster.
It's going to get real wild. But yeah, that's really it for
See, no, that works. That plays into Remy's whole business tactic, right? We're gonna develop a deep, dark story for this man because he needs somebody to work the night shift, and who better than a fucking vampire? Boom, there it is.
Exactly.
I hate myself for that sentence coming out of my mouth. God. So, Is that really it? So you got extra packs then? Like what?
Yeah.
Fuck. What came with the? You said vampire thing. So is it just like the vampire thing, or was it that like October Spooktober? Oh shit.
No.
Speaking of which, I'm sorry I interrupted you. Well, I asked you a question for you to answer, but I'm just thinking about it. What, August, September, October? In 2 months, bro. It's gonna be a year since Spooky Toby. We have to be careful.
Spooky Toby. Oh no. Spooky Toby returns.
The rise of Spooky Toby.
But yeah, the vampire thing adds like a new world, and it just adds you have the ability to become a vampire and then make people vampires. And being a vampire is great because your sim doesn't have to sleep, which is awesome.
That's actually very ideal. You can do so many things.
Exactly.
Does it like kill you? You like burst in flames? You go outside in the sun, like.
Yeah, you'll start like burning if you're outside.
It could be like Mashuno.
Yeah, but it's fun. And then the other packs, like the one I have is the one where you have a restaurant, and then the other one is seasons, which adds seasons and holidays to the game, and like snow and rain and heat,
Christmas time.
And, all this fun stuff.
Oh no, your sim is too cold. Go back inside, you fucking idiot.
Let's see how much more money we throw at EA.
Oh my god, I don't want to hear. Didn't we do the math like a couple casts ago, and it was like $800 or some shit for everything?
Yeah, I saw an article one day that said it was like $800 to own all the packs and the game.
God.
But yeah, what else have you been playing though?
Okay, so actually, I'm gonna go through this wiki article that I have posted. So Barrel Trauma, if you didn't take away from the document, which you probably got the entire story, it's a side scroller type deal, but you're on Europa, which is one of the moons of Jupiter, and it's like humans were sent there to like colonize it, of course, as we do. And then it's so far away because it's on Jupiter, right? So like they just kind of got left there, and they've been just living on this moon. But Europa itself, scientifically, is like a sheet of ice. So under the ice is a giant ocean. So the game takes place in submarines, but it's 2D. Like you can build your own submarine, which is super in depth. I did it. I took one, edited it. It took forever. It sucked so much time out of my life, but I loved every second of it because there's like in-depth wiring. You have to be like make sure that wires go where they're supposed to go. But the whole point of it is you have a crew. You're given a job when you spawn in. You could do it single player and you get AI with you, but it's a lot more fun when you play it with people because it just adds to like the confusion and the chaos. Because somebody could be like, "Fuck you, you're not the captain anymore," and like shoot somebody, like.
Yeah.
But it's fun because it's mainly focused on like crisis management, which is like one of my things. I love fucking games where it's like, "Hey man, can you figure this out? The shit's it's burning down. What are you gonna do?" Like but so it's a nuclear powered submarine, and you have like an engineer, you have a mechanic. Engineer fixes the electrical stuff and runs the nuclear reactor. So there's already a dash of chaos because it's a fucking nuke, The mechanic fixes like the pumps and stuff to make sure the sub doesn't sink. There's like a doctor that could heal, which of course as doctors do. The captain, who obviously like pilots the ship, and then everybody could do like different jobs, but each specific job is better at the skill required to do their job. So like if the captain dies and the mechanic's like, I can drive it, and like they crash it because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's great. No, it's fun, but it's like I said, it's 2D, so you can't see anything besides the submarine unless you utilize like periscopes or like the outside cameras and shit. So you have no fucking clue what's around you, which is fucking terrifying, by the way. All you have to navigate is sonar, which I don't know if I'm assuming you know what sonar is, but like the bing bing like sound wave shit. So all you see is like a giant red blip, and you're like, oh god, what the fuck is that? And no, it's fucking terrifying. But the game, actually, fun little crazy trivia for you, takes its name from a medical condition of the bends. Like how divers can get the bends if they come up too quickly. Like there's too much nitrogen in their oxygen flow. They're not used to like the pressure difference, so like their body like basically explodes, as weird as it sounds. That's where the name of the game comes from. Good stuff. But no, we played it for a long time. It's the main thing I'm going to harp on though is the chaos that is induced by other people, like multiplayer, along with the fact that it is fucking terrifying. It is 100% a horror game. It's a crisis management horror game because you don't know what the fuck's going on. But I had fun with it. A little dash of that too. I've been playing Tarkov, but there was a wipe. That's good. What about you after them Sims? Are you dead?
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Sorry.
God. No, you're good.
My internet was being so dumb.
That's awesome.
When you were talking about this stuff, I was trying to talk, but I don't think you could hear me.
I couldn't hear you at all.
You were like, I don't know if you know what sonar is. I was like, yeah, I know. And you were like, bing, bing. I was like, I know.
You know.
I was like, you're just being a dick right now. Like,
no, I literally could not hear you. That's hilarious. I'm sorry. I could not hear you. I did not.
No, it's on my end. That sucks.
I did not mean to sonar you to death.
What I wanted to say though, I saw you play this on stream one day.
Oh yeah.
One night, and I was like, I have absolutely no idea what is going on.
Well, good. We were both in the same boat because when I played it, I was like, fixie with wrench. I don't fucking know.
It looked incredibly confusing. I was like, this looks like something I would never play.
It's so complicated. You have to play it with a group of friends. Like, it's not I mean, I played it by myself, but it kind of takes the fun out of it to not do it with people because, say if you have AI with you and you pull up to like a point of interest or something underwater, you're like, oh, who's gonna go look at that? Oh, me, because I'm the only living, breathing thing here. Fuck, hey, dipshits, take care of the submarine. And if they're not paying attention or the AI aren't set to do their tasks, like the sub will just turn off and like sink, and you're like, you come back, like, what the fuck, like. So it's so much easier to be like, hey, who's to play with friends and have like a raiding party or whatever, or like a dive party. Be like, oh, okay, I'll go get in the suits and go down. 'Cause that's another thing too, is you can just leave the sub with a diving suit and just exist in the pitch black. Just swim on down to whatever you think, and then you look up and you don't know what's above you, you don't know what's around you. Like
that does not sound fun.
It's fucking scary, and it's so easy to just see how quickly life devolves on a submarine, or like how people just start going fucking insane because they've been doing the same thing forever.
Yeah.
Or how Lord of the Flies, like a game can become when someone's like, "Fuck you, I'm not going down there. You go down there." But
that's awesome. That's a fun concept.
No, it was like indie, and nobody really gave it a lot of attention. There's definitely a cult following for it though. There's so many fucking things on the Steam Workshop for it, like custom subs, custom like maps where it's like a situation where you can surface on the moon and like go on ice, and it's like a mining colony. People are fucking creative, and I hate people, the human race, but I love people that are creative for that, you know, because like they're just making sure that existing isn't such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's awesome.
God. Well, what have you been playing after that?
So I finally started Metro Exodus.
Oh
my god. This game, dude, people are not talking about this game, and like I feel like when it came out, it just kind of came out, and everyone was like, it's cool. Well, but like it's so good.
You know what happened with that? I'm pretty sure it was a lot of people didn't play it at first because it wasn't on Steam, because the publishers had struck a deal with Epic. I think it was Epic.
Oh sure. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, it was Epic, where it was. I think we covered it actually. As weird as that sounds, I want to say.
I don't think we had a podcast yet.
No, we didn't. That was a while ago. I remember talking about it with somebody that obviously it wasn't you, but it might have been like, hey, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had that thing where like it was only released on Epic, so everybody like boycotted it. They were like, fuck that, fuck Epic, fuck Fortnite, as if that's their fault. But then when they like high-fived with Valve, they're like, yeah, you can put it on Steam, like it fucking immediately overwhelmingly positive reviews and like playtime. So
dude, it's really good, and I'm like maybe 30 hours, 20 something hours into it.
It's good.
And I thought this game was open world. I thought it was a different take on Metro, but it's still like kind of linear, but like open sections.
Yeah, it's like It's like Metal Gear Solid 5, and there's the Hideo Kojima alert for the stream and the the podcast.
Oh yeah.
I always have to mention Metal Gear Solid one time. You know how like Metal Gear Solid 5 was like open world, but it wasn't. Like it was like just here's the map, and you can like move around the circle. You're in the playpen, I guess, if you will. Which I mean, it's still open world to me. Like I dig that. It's not like Fallout open world where you're like, here it goes on for miles. Go ahead.
It's not, but it's kind of like that. But it's, man, I love it, and it's like so slow paced.
Yeah.
I feel like some people would hate it for that, but that's why I love it. Like
I enjoy the meticulousness of it.
Yeah, it feels so realistic and so immersive, and like having to find ammo and pump my gun up and like all
Dude,
this stuff. Like it's so
that
fun. And
that pump BB gun is the fucking king. Like I don't give a shit
yes,
what anyone says.
it's so good. And the crazy ass monsters that you encounter in this game. Like I'm in the desert now, which is crazy. And
Yeah, I
like,
think it goes. I'm gonna cut you off. I'm sorry. It goes seasons, right? Like first, like winter, spring,
yes,
summer,
yeah.
fall again, or whatever. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I only got to spring.
Oh
when I
really?
played. Yeah. So like the crazy fish people or whatever the fuck they were, like the cult.
That part of the game is really cool. I guess I'm in summer right now. But yeah, I'm in the desert, and it's so good. I wish I could talk about story stuff. I don't want to because you haven't played it. But
No, yeah. I mean, talk a little bit about, but
no, it's fine. I just haven't played it in a few weeks though because of like different things,
Yeah.
Splitgate and then Riders Republic and stuff. But since Riders Republic ends tomorrow, I think I'm gonna
go back to it.
get back
I
into
might.
Metro,
You know what?
Metro,
I might get back on a train too. Haha, it's
Should.
a funny joke.
Ooh.
I'm so punny.
Yeah. I definitely want to see the game through though, for sure.
No, so like the mechanics are just so, yeah, like you said, like immersive and like realistic. Like having to wipe your gas mask off is just a stupid thing that I'm like I never knew that I needed. Like when I replayed Fallout for not too long ago, I fucking broke the game again with a bunch of mods. But there was like a mod that made it semi like Metro, where like if you were outside, like you're like, hey bro, you gotta put a fucking gas mask on. There's shit outside, and like it had the wipe mechanic, and like if you're playing a post-apocalyptic game, you should put that in there. Like I don't care what anyone says, like oh you're copying Metro, like yeah, because it was set like it set the tone. Like if you're wearing a gas mask, you can't fucking see already as it is, and I know from experience, but like. When shit gets on it, you're like, I don't know what the fuck is in front of me. Oh god, let me wipe it. Like that's perfect. Or like it breaks if you take damage and like gets all cracked up, and you're like, I can't fucking see what's going on. It's good. It's so fucking good. The airflow mechanic, like having to have filters, because that's another thing. Like gas masks, contrary to popular belief, have air filters, and if the filter gets fucked up, you're breathing in whatever's in the filter.
Right.
And, no, it's good.
And it's so dramatic too, like the story and stuff.
Oh, I know. Fucking even just off of like what the beginning of having to be like why you're on the train in the first place is like, not to spoil it, but it's for, I mean not for you, but anybody listening is like, you're like, what the fuck, like you've like the twist with that about, I mean can I say it? I'm not gonna say it, but what
the stuff they put you through right in the beginning of that game
they're like
awesome.
Fuck you man, you're like oh shit. I don't know, it's good.
Yeah.
There's also like subtle mechanics too for each section. I'm pretty sure because like obviously the winter one, whatever, it's icy. You could like, slip and shit, and swimming is scary. But the springtime thing with the boat, like how that was how you basically navigated that entire section of the map, was I thought cool because they made it refreshing for the fact that like they're like, hey, it's not open world, it's a playpen, but we'll make each playpen different. So.
Yeah,
that's
and
cool.
I'm gonna spoil this for you. When you get to the desert, you have like this shitty beat down car, which is really cool.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the winner was, hey, here's the game. It like introduces you like baby steps on how like open world system works, and then as soon as you get to spring, it's like fuck you, figure it out, man.
Yeah.
Or like that stupid ass fucking fish thing, like
that shit is
fuck
crazy.
that. I think that's why I stopped playing it for a little bit, like because I got stuck in my save file. On a small patch of land with a boat, and I could not leave because this fish kept fucking me up, and I'm like, bro, I need to get out of here, like fuck off. But no, that's like I don't know, the game is great. It's the same as like Back for Blood. I'm like at a loss for words. Like I need to go back to Metro Exodus because it's so fucking good. Plus, there's DLCs too that I guess just further enrich the lore if that's your thing. Because I'm just like, I don't know if you knew, because another sweet fun fact for you. The book series, like they're based on the Metro books, which phenomenal. Haven't read them, but I know that they're good, and I'm going to probably do that.
I want to listen to the audiobook.
I mean that you could do that. I mean that's not fuck people who shit on audiobooks. Some people don't have the time to read.
Exactly.
But they still want enriched with good stories. Now, granted, I like reading. I enjoy reading. I should read more than I do. But fuck people who shit on people who listen to audiobooks. It's how you consume media, regardless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Metro. Very fun.
Fuck. I mean, it's hard to follow that up. So, I actually, because the beta for it, it's not a beta. So the full release, I've been playing Project Zomboid a lot, which is isometric. It's kind of like top-down, bird's eye view, but not, like, what superimposed like isometric is, where it's like Diablo 2. So it's a zombie survival game, and the learning curve is non-existent. Like, it's like you get spawned in, and you're like, all right, man, survive. Like, the systems in it are so in-depth in the new, like, beta build for 4.1. Which doesn't have multiplayer yet, but they were talking about adding it. But the original has multiplayer, which is still pretty cool. But there's like so many in-depth systems. There's like a body temperature system. There's padding systems for like you can do that World War Z shit and like tape magazines or pad your armor so like you have less of a chance of being bitten or scratched on that particular limb. There's like a farming system that's really in depth. Like food goes bad. I don't know. It's so fucking good. I've been watching.
I saw you stream this as well.
Oh yeah. So like just talking to talk really at that point. But no, that's I don't know. I've been watching like at work whenever I'm like not actively doing my job. If I have a downtime second, I'll like have like a YouTube channel or like a YouTube video about it playing, or like even any of the games
like
I've played recently.
Stuff.
Yeah, because that was the first thing. Is like when I first spawned in, when I first started playing, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and then I started watching YouTube videos and learning like some tips and tricks and everything like that. And it was, the game was basically a slap in the face because they're like, hey, here's all these systems. I hope you can learn them because you only have about 10 minutes before zombies fucking break the door down. You're like, oh god. Like, I didn't know that you could tie two sheets together and make a rope to climb out of a window. Like, I've just been jumping out of them. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's awesome.
It's super good. And there's like...
It looks good. It looks cool.
There's another thing with like Barotrauma. Like, it's a huge cult following for Zomboid 2 where like people... fucking thousands of mods, like scenarios where it's like, hey, you're not in Fort Knox, Kentucky anymore. You're out in the middle of the fucking jungle. And you're like, what? Or like...
That's cool.
Specific things where it's like, hey, though you only have one day to survive, so build what you can or scrounge up what you can and see how long you last type deal. So it's good. It's a good time. I'm really excited for their like new updated beta launch when they add multiplayer, because then we can start implementing those more fucked up, complicated systems to it's like a bigger party thing and actually survive for more than 8 days like I did.
Well, for me, I got into xCloud again.
Yeah, buddy.
For a little bit, and I finally played Sea of Thieves, and it is so good.
Have you? Wait, I don't remember. Have you never played it before? Until
I had never played it until like a few weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, I don't have an Xbox, so I just never played it, and it just seemed like a lot to get into, especially on my phone. So I was like,
yeah, I
don't know if I'm gonna play it, but I finally did, and I got super into it. I was super into it for a few weeks, and like Crystal's little brother, he like knows like all the ins and outs of it.
Yeah,
so one day I went over to their house, and I was just like, he was on his Xbox and I was on my fucking phone, and we just played for like 4 hours straight, and he was like having me do this skull fort and stuff and all this crazy shit, and it was just so crazy. We killed a megalodon. Like, man, we tried to fight this the skull pirate ship thing, and they were fucking us up, and It was just so fun. There's just so many fun things to do in that game.
No, dude, we would have binges too not too long ago with Sea of Thieves because they added a bunch of content. Because we were so excited when it first came out. It was a couple years, like 2018, I think.
And it didn't have a lot of
Yeah,
content.
and it was like, I mean, it was a big ass map, but like nobody one knew what to do. They were just like excited to be
Yeah.
pirates with their friends, and then two, like learning how to sail. Nobody knew what the fuck to do. Too. Nobody didn't knew that you had to like literally sail, like adjust the sails,
Yeah.
raise them, lower them so you can see. Get more wind, stop the boat from running into shit. Like people didn't think about it, so we kind of fell off. Got back into it when they added all like the expanded areas of the base map and like quests and shit, and like the actual missions or like stories. What are they called? Tall tales, I think.
Yeah, with and they added the Jack Sparrow stuff too.
Yeah, we haven't played that yet, but like, yeah, no, they just added that like not too long ago, I think. But no, yeah, there would be like times when we would, I swear to God, we'd bring the sun up, like be like, oh dude, oh fuck, we were playing Sea of Thieves for 7 hours, Jesus.
It's definitely one of those games because
Yeah.
it's so immersive. Like you really feel like a pirate out there.
Well, I mean, it's basically a base builder on a ship. Like you have to go get supplies. Like it's not like, oh, unlimited cannons. Like, oh, we're out of fucking cannonballs. Like,
I need more bananas.
what do you mean we're out of cannonballs? We shot them all. So I feel like 80% of our like playtime we'd play it would straight up just be like if we'd have like a big team, like a team of four, or like I guess a crew of four on the galleon or whatever it is. Like straight up be like 35 minutes to an hour of just ransacking the island we spawned on to get all the cannonballs, all the food, and everything to make sure that we were good.
Checking all the barrels and stuff.
All the barrels, all the fucking planks, like, and then just going. And then it adds because it's always online too. So like, it adds that whole like need to know what's around you because you'd be like, oh, we got so much loot, and you turn around, you're like, Jesus fucking Christ, there's another ship.
Yeah.
And just like,
there's no like when I see another ship, like it makes me so nervous. I'm
what are you
like,
doing?
Oh, no.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Like we don't have to fight.
Race away, bro. We could be friends, bro. Stop. Or like it like brings out the inner bully in everybody. Be like, oh, look at this little baby ship. Let's go fuck them up.
Oh yeah.
And you're just adding to the problem.
Toxic.
Yeah. No, Sea of Thieves is a fucking fantastic game too.
Yeah, super fun.
I feel like that's like a lot of things that we've talked about too are like that where they don't have like rocky launches, or maybe they do, like No Man's Sky. I'm looking at you.
Yeah, they're like No Man's Sky type of thing.
Where like I think those are the best games, honestly. Where it's like there's nothing to do. Everyone gets kind of like bored with it. Like, oh, fine, this is fucking dumb, and then they leave it alone for like up to a year or whatever, and and they're like they'll like scroll through their library or get the notification on console there's an update, and then read up patch notes, and they're like, holy shit, they added so much shit, and they get back into it and they just play it forever. Like I find us as a group, or even you of course too, like just coming back to games that I know I forgot about. No Man's Sky again is namely one of them, where I'll get bored of it and then play it for like again, like bring the sun up and then be like, like, god damn it, I fucked up. Hear the birds.
A few months ago, I got super into it.
Yeah, we have to do it again. Rotate it onto a cycle and just get back into it again.
Oh, it's still on my hard drive. I'll get back into it eventually.
I will never. I actually played it not too long ago. Like, I want to say about the same time as The Last Cat, like a month ago, because I never played it in VR, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna see. It's fucking like it makes me want to puke with how like motion sick. Like flying the ship, I was like, Jesus Christ.
I played it. I was hungover one time. I played it on PSVR at my friend's house, and it just ruined my whole day. Like I was so sick.
That was like I don't know how people do game. Like even Squadrons in VR, like just being like, there's so many things moving around me. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's intense.
I'm gonna puke. Like,
we've been running pretty long.
Yeah, we're over an hour, which is good because we're that's one thing we were worried about with not having any news to talk about. But who cares? That about covers it for me. I did want to talk a little bit about Persona, but I haven't played it.
Well, we'll talk about it when you play it, I guess.
Well, yeah, I just want to bring, like, I wanted to play Persona 5, so I'm waiting for them to either release it on PC or just, again, after Miles Morales, play it on stream, because I love the Persona games. I love the whole stories that come with them, like especially this one with how you're like high school kids and you're living your life and also are thieves all of a sudden. It reminds me a lot of like a book that everybody read in elementary school, like called The Thief Lord, I want to say, where a bunch of kids in Italy were just surviving by being thieves, but set in Japan with anime. So like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard all about it because I'm a fan of Kind of Funny, and they love that game. So
it's good. I haven't played it, but from what I understand, it's good.
oh yeah, that's what I hear too.
But yeah, we'll talk about that in 9 months when I finally play it.
At the next podcast, 9 months from
Yeah,
now.
right.
My last thing is Skater XL.
Yeah.
We've finally got an update after 4 months of pure silence. Nothing from Easy Day Studios.
That's
Not
fucking wild.
Not yeah, it's not very unheard of when it comes to them, but yeah, it was getting real frustrating, and the fan base was getting real pissed off because they were like, "Hey, multiplayer's coming for everyone," and then they were just silent for 4 months, and we were like, "What the fuck, man?" And they finally added it, so multiplayer's in the game now, which is cool. I guess we can skate the same maps with
with each other.
people on it now. Yeah, but like you didn't give us new maps. You didn't give us like anything. They added a couple things to the mod shop for cosmetics, but I just need more maps. I need more shit to skate. But they did 2 days ago. They added the primitive skate park, Paul Rodriguez's park. They added that to the game. They added a dark version and a light version, which is pretty cool. I haven't played it yet though, but yeah. So there's that. They're sponsoring Street League this year, so I'm really hoping they add like a Street League course to it.
That'd be
I
cool.
think that would be really cool. That'd be super cool.
Which means they're not going to do it.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Street League, the first, like, they did like a little qualifier thing at the primitive skate park, and now it's in the game, so I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, other than that, that's really it. Still waiting on more Skater XL shit, though.
We'll cover it in a podcast in 3 months when they're like, you get another update finally after all this time.
Yeah. I'm surprised they gave us a map this soon after their last update. I figured we would go another 4 months, but
of dead air on social media.
yes. Hopefully they can keep it up, but I don't think so. I doubt it. We'll see. Oh, and they fixed frame rate stuff on console too, so it runs better. So that's good.
That's good.
Still screen tears like a motherfucker, but
after taking after those great devs at CD Projekt Red after finally dropping a Cyberpunk update, not too long ago, of like 20 gigs, I think. They're like, we promise it's okay now, and everyone's like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Which is another game that I need to get back on and finish, because I stopped playing it after my RTX, my original 2070 card, shit the bed. Because I couldn't actually play it with ray tracing, which was like one of the main reasons I wanted to play it, because I love the idea of the cyberpunk aesthetic, like nothing but neon lights. Like Blade Runner is one of my favorite fucking movies of all time, and when I took RTX out of the equation, it was like, I can play cyberpunk and run it, it's fine. It looked like fucking a PlayStation 1 game, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm sorry, CD Projekt Red, I'm going back to The Witcher. Oh, speaking of I guess one thing to finish it out, because it's getting kind of late here on the cast. I didn't make my wife do this, but I gave her the choice. So there was, if you are, following PC news, there has been a fucking disgustingly large, excessive shortage of graphics cards for everybody. Like, I don't know if it's based on like the same thing with the console wars, where like there's just nothing in stock because people are fucking crypto mining, which if you do that, whatever, cool. If that's your only source of income, that's fine. But fuck you. Buying up all these graphics cards that people need to play these cool games, and you're using it to mine imaginary money. So as long as you can sleep at night. But anyway, I got on Newegg, which is like an electronics website, and I ended up finding one in stock, and I bought one.
Nice.
And it was a lot of money, and I had the ability to pay it in multiple payments, which was super cool because I'm still going to get it quickly. But yeah, I finally have.
We love a payment plan.
Yeah, we do. We stan it. We stan a king. But no, I mean I'm finally gonna be able to put ray tracing back into my machine, so I can, experience Minecraft in ray traced in all its ray traced glory.
Oh yeah.
Well, caveat too, a beta we've been playing. I'm sorry, this is the last thing, and then we're gonna cut the cast because it's getting late. Have you heard of Icarus? This new base builder that's coming out.
No.
It's combined with not battle royale, but an idea of timed servers. So a server will be live for a day, a week, a month, whatever it is. And the whole idea is the story is you're sent from the space colony to go down to Icarus, which is a lot of games, I've been using that whole thing of oh, this is going to be our second Earth. I don't know if it's hitting close to home because we are ruining this planet, but you're sent down in drop pods and they're like, hey man, survive. You it's like Rust. You start as cavemen, basically. You are a cool guy in your spacesuit, but you have nothing. You have to start making tools and research shit and hunt bears and shit like that. But no, it looks really promising. They're doing 4 beta weekends where they're adding more content to introduce the game. And we've been playing that a fuck ton because it's Rust but without the toxic people, because you're
That's good.
playing it with friends. Yeah, so it's fun. It's gonna look really good when the new graphics card comes in, and I get all the ray trace glory of God rays and water reflections and screen spatial everything. But that about does it, I'd say, for the casts, right?
Real quick, one more thing. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. I'm on time with it.
Really fast. A few weeks ago, I got an email from this company that was looking for, it's market research, for someone to come test games and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And just give your feedback. It was in Atlanta, and of course I signed up for it because that sounds awesome. So I went and did it, and I played a game. Can't say what it is. It's under NDA, or I'll die. But
I come to your house right now.
I game tested a game, and it was super legit. They had an eye tracker on me. They recorded me, my gameplay, all this shit. And
fucking sick.
I just gave my feedback, and it was an hour session, and I got paid $125 for it. And it was just a super awesome experience. And they have online sessions that you can do, and they pay you, and they have other locations. So if that sounds cool, go check out. They're called Well Played Research. Go check them out. They're really cool, and you can get money for just doing cool game shit. So just wanted to say that.
That is not a bad gig. I might look into that, not for the need of money, but I want to be hooked up to an eye tracker because I have never been. That's
I don't
awesome.
know what their other locations are, but they do stuff Discord stuff too, where it's a focus group, but in Discord and it's text chat too. You don't even talk to people.
That's
you just
fucking,
give your opinion on stuff.
That's fucking sweet because I hate people.
Yeah, and they'll pay you good money.
They'll pay me money to fucking hate people. All right. No, yeah. If you want, what was it called again? Good for research or well played research. Well played research. Yeah, check that out. Everybody, fuck.
They're cool people.
That's awesome. I should find a link for that. Put it in the description.
Maybe they have a website. So
everything has a website. Fuck. Horsecock.com has a website, I would imagine.
Do not look that up.
Do not look that up. I'm assuming it does, but do not look that up.
No, that's your home page on your browser.
Yeah, that's my as soon as I open Chrome, that's what it goes to. Horsecock.com.
All right, let's end on that.
Yeah, that's great. We'll end on that one. That's going to be the Easter egg at the end of the cast. Yeah, so the reason this cast was kind of just us talking is because we wanted to get our feet wet again with it. Because stuff happened. We were absent off the internet for a little bit, but now we're back. We're planning on doing it next week. We're hoping for sure. But again, life likes to fucking uppercut you sometimes, obviously. So yeah, but that does it for this cast. This has been an episode of Super Pixels Weekly. You know where to find us. We are on all the major podcast platforms, and if you're listening this far, obviously you know that because you're listening now.
Yeah, they know.
Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, etc., etc. Can't find
YouTube.
us? Google it. YouTube. Yep, we do that. The clips are coming up. Bam, coming back, blowing the dust off. Can't find us? Google us. Super Pixels Weekly. Top result. Sponsored by Instant Gaming through my Twitch. Links in the description. Get some sweet deals. Also, we are affiliated with Extra Life again. Charity for kids. Bring video games to kids. Repping it on the Twitch stream. Boom. Yeah, kids can't wait, so help them out. And if you have any questions, please email us at superpixelsweekly@gmail.com. But I am Donovan.
I'm William.
And Craig's not here. Fuck you, Craig. You're gone. Bye-bye. Woohoo.
Aha.
OBS is king. Yeah, we will catch you guys next week.
Peace.
There it is. All right. You
you.
have no idea how long I've been waiting to hear that echo. Bam. All right. I'm going to stop recording.